All right. So there's two photos I took recently. I've had some requests to show what I do for editing. I use Pixelmator, which is an iPad app. I used to use Darktable, but I'm going to start using Pixelmator and see how it goes. So I've taken two photos. I'm going to see how I can get them to look using my iPad and this app here. So see, I think I like the crop, the branches on the other side, except they're facing the other way, unless I can flip them because the tree here is in the way. It takes away. That's okay. I'll make do with what I've got. I could always crop it more since this is a 60 megapixel camera. I can always erase that too. Erase this over here, which is probably what I'll do. No, that's good. All right, so first things first, bring up some of that exposure. Always keeping an eye out on this to make sure we're not blowing out or, or going too dark. But before I do exposure, I might do highlights and then shadows, bring them up. See if I can get rid of this. There's a few options down the bottom for different colors as well, or different themes, color profiles, say. So I won't play with texture and clarity just yet. I can make certain colors brighter, but I don't want to play with that just yet because I want to work on the subject first. So what I'll do is I'll add a layer. I'll do subject. It should get the birds quite well. Yep. And now I should be able to play with the birds themselves and not the rest of the photo, which I will down here. Let's add more saturation to the reds. See, I can get rid of the colors. I can also saturate them more. Yellows, I'm going to do the same because these birds are quite beautiful. And we can do the same with the greens. Let's try this blue over here. Zoom out a bit. Let's have a look at the before and after. See, already quite a difference here. Just by playing with some colors. Now, next. Then I'm going to play with the background, and then I'm going to play with the sticks and see what I can do here. Let's color balance this. See. Midtones. Don't want to get too bright on shadows. Probably better to leave it down a tad. All right. What else can I play with here? Nope, they're fine. Yeah, his eye closed. Look at that. Now we're going to play with the background. The sky, shall we say? No sky selected. Okay, select sky. It doesn't know how to find the sky, this app. Background, which is everything but. What I'll do is I'll subtract brush. I'll lower that brush a bit. What we want to do is not include the branches of this tree that we're focused on. So I'm going to try. It's not the best brushing. We'll work on it in a moment. I will keep it's a bit too small. Because later on, when I get back to the log itself, or to the wood itself, I want to increase the shadows on there and the contrast of this, of the moss and things on this. I think that's what I want to do anyway. And I wonder, I won't touch that. I don't want to touch anything else, I don't think. Let's zoom out a tad. All right, now let's play with the exposure and texturing and such and the blurring. So I don't like how, so I've got to get rid of softness. It's got it's a bit rough on the edges. So I've got to, I think this is a delete. Pretty sure. Yes. Okay. I want to get closer to those edges. I'm going to have to do so. Let's go in. Bring some of that softness. Okay, so the birds look good. Nope. Better. That's a bit of a tricky area, isn't it? Looks like I have to add this. Um, at least this branch. That's already been darkened because of the bird section. It's okay. Hopefully it's not too noticeable. Should be okay. So let's see what happens. So we can darken some of that sky. which I'll make it blurrier. I think I will bring down the exposure a tad. I'll bring it up. See, I can go both ways. I can bring it up. I can color the sky, or I can bring it down. Let's try playing with the sky colors. Got some blues. Got some yellows in there too. I can change. There's not much I can do with it. Let's have a look at the difference. Original. Yeah. I think I'm going to go. Let's try this. Highlights I can change. Make a bluey sort of sky, I guess. Mid-tones. That's where I can blow out the mid-tones. A blue background's quite nice. And the shadows, I don't think there's much. I can fade. Doesn't do much. I'll leave them be. I'll make the background black and white, which kind of worked actually. I won't go with that though. Let's go with the branches now. I'm going to play with the branches. Almost there, I reckon, with this photo. We'll go with a brush. And we'll change the size a bit. I reckon we'll follow. So here we go. Let's zoom in a bit on that. I think I've got the masking all right on this. Let's bring down the size a tad. What's fit? Where do I get it? There. Okay. I wasn't going to play with exposure much. I was going to play with the contrast. It's going to bring the shadows on it. It's going to bring the highlights up on it. Bring the textures up and just a tad. Now, why can't I scroll down on this anymore? Brush, let's go background. On this brush. Oh, there we go. Weird. I don't want to do too much, but I will play with the moss colors on here. You can see there's some moss down here. Mess with my scrolling somehow. Definitely better having played with that brush mask. I've done something to this. Let's bring it onto this screen for a bit. No. I can't scroll for some reason. It'd be great if I could get rid of this. Instead, it's like a band-aidy type of deal. The crop's good. All right, let's have a look at the difference, see? So I guess which one do you like? Quite nice. I will save that. We'll do some work on the rabbit. Look at that. Wow. Do some work on the rabbit. Question is, does my scroll will work again or not? It's going left and right for some reason. I must have hit something on this. No, I don't want to disconnect. Shift. That's all right. So let's have a look at the crop on this. Alrighty. Let's bring some highlights up. And play with the contrast. And a little bit of exposure. I think it's good with that. It's got a few choices, so I could go without even doing any edits. And then play with it, you know. But let's play with the subject. And remove from there that tried to do its best, but it hasn't. And then you want to add oh, I can't do that, but I can remove. And I can add back to the rabbit here. And then you want to add brush. You want to add those ears back in. All right, let's play with the rebit. I will zoom out just a tad and we'll play. Let's bring it some more highlights. Bring them down a tad, bring some contrast in. Can we bring in some hue and saturation? Let's go vibrance. Oh, see, that's back to its kind of natural colors that I liked about this. Zoom out a bit. Let's see if we can figure out the foreground. Or does it only do this background here? No. We'll delete that. We'll create our own mask here. Gradient, I think, linear. We'll flip this. I just got to figure out how I did that before here. And remove the rabbit from. I guess we could play with that. Let's see what happens. Bring some highlights. Shadows down. I do like a bright green though. Here we go. That's quite nice. And then the background. See what we got. Actually not bad. Let's go have a look at our bird again. Brush. The greens. That's what I want. Those branches down here. Show you. want that green to come out. All right. I think I'm happy with this. We can do, yeah. Probably this background here, I can make it a bit, probably add a vignette. So let's do a, this doesn't do sky, does it? Nah. Actually, it might. No. Let's add a brush. What's going on here? So this is stuck on something. Here we go. Add a brush. Do the sky or the background here. Come back and do the rabbit section. Zoom into the rabbit. Looks like it's already done some feathering, which is probably what I wanted anyway. Now I've just sort of ruined it. That's all right. See how it goes. Really, I just want a bit more blur in the background, maybe. So I don't know how this is going to go. It's pretty abrupt. We'll see. Really, texture should go down. Zoom this out a bit. Oh, I missed a bit. Brush. Texture. I think that's what I want. Save that. Okay. I think we've done all right. I'm going to save these, upload them, and show you guys the finished product. And as always, if you have any comments or anything or any suggestions, feel free to let me know.